Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Loveland. You can call me LAR'RIS, and here I create content for lovers and sweethearts. I identify as a lover and a sweetheart, and if you do too, this channel is for you. Today I want to talk about desperation. I love me some good relationship content. Love and relationships, of course, I'm a lover, I'm a sweetheart, so love is my thing. Relationships are my thing. I enjoy consuming that type of content. Books, videos here on YouTube. I like learning about love and relationships, and it makes a lot of sense, right? But one of the things that I have noticed is sometimes people talk about women. In pursuing love, we are cautioned not to be desperate. And sometimes it's not us being cautioned not to be desperate. We are told that the things that we're doing, the actions that we are taking are in desperation. We're acting out of desperation. We are doing things in desperation. And of course, they say it a little differently than that, but I think you follow what I'm saying. What I've thought about in hearing that information and just listening to it and sitting with it, I began to think about love as a basic human need. And for some women, they are not acting out of desperation at all. They are simply trying to get a need met. Now, the way that some go about getting the need met, and can I just insert, it's not always women that go to the extreme or do things the wrong way or use the wrong methods to get what they need. Men do the same thing. It just looks different. But you know how it is. A lot of times we as women are told we're being desperate or we're acting out of desperation, but the same terminology isn't used when men do things that could be classified as acting out of desperation. But I digress. The thought that I've had in thinking about this topic, love and desperation, is again the fact that love is a basic human need. And I think sometimes instead of telling women that we need to stop acting desperate or acting out of desperation, I think the conversation needs to be more about, hey, this woman is just trying to get a basic human need met. A human need for love. There's more that I can think of and more that I can say and more that I could underscore and highlight. But I just want to challenge us as women, whether we're in a relationship or not. Don't be so quick to think that when someone is saying that women are moving in desperation, that they're talking about you. You may not be moving in desperation. You may be moving to meet a need, a basic human need for love. Now, if you are moving in desperation or acting out of desperation, then you are. But don't be so quick to take that on. Don't be so quick to say, oh, that's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I'm desperate. No, maybe you're not desperate. And you're not thirsty. Maybe you have an unmet need. And instead of it being framed that way, it makes the woman, it basically, what's the word I want to use? It shames her for trying to get a basic human need met. Now, how do we get the need for love met? We get it met through our families, our family of origin, the people who raise us. We get it met through through family. We get it met through friends. We get it met through romantic relationships. We get it met through how we engage with ourselves. And if you believe in God, there is a way that God can minister to you where you feel feel loved and all the things. But I'm not even talking about God right now. I'm talking about our interaction with other human beings, and the fact that God knows that to be loved is a basic human need. So what I'm trying to say is, don't be so quick to accept I'm desperate just because someone who's giving relationship advice is saying the reason why you're doing XYZ as a woman is because you're moving out of desperation. Stop being desperate. No, maybe you're not desperate. Maybe you just have an unmet need that you're trying to meet. Now, is there a better way to meet the need? Absolutely. But I think if we would just accept the fact and sit with that as a reality, man, I got a need I'm trying to meet. Maybe that will help us sit down, evaluate, take a couple of steps back, and then assess, am I going about meeting my need the right way? When I take this action, am I getting what I even thought I was going to get by taking the action? And we may find that the answer is no. So then you go back and ask yourself, did I meet my need? The answer is no. So then you can begin to say, okay, well, I won't do that anymore, because when I do that to meet a specific need, the need for love, or the need to feel care, or the need to feel supported, I don't get the anticipated or expected outcome, love, care, support. So that action does not lead to the outcome I desire, so it doesn't work for me. So I would choose to do something differently to get that particular need met. But if you're just saying to yourself and accepting this this belief, thought, teaching that you're doing what you're doing out of desperation, you may never evaluate your actions this way. Evaluate your action from the standpoint of, one, acknowledging that to be loved is a basic human need. And am I doing what I'm doing because I'm trying to get a need met? Or am I doing what I'm doing out of desperation? You may find that you are not doing what you're doing out of desperation. You may simply find that you are simply trying to get a basic human need met, the need to be loved. Let me know if this makes sense. I'm probably going to have to do this one again and make it a little bit, I don't know, just do it again, do this message again. But I wanted to put this out today and to say this and to just keep working through these thoughts. We are in this together as lovers and sweethearts. And one of the things that I want to do is I just want to validate and affirm us. Validate and affirm us, our difference and our uniqueness, and why we're necessary, and why it's so important that we feel what we feel, think what we think, but process everything so that we can stay sweet and stay loving. So like I say in all these videos so far, do that. Stay sweet, stay loving. Don't let nobody try to make you feel like you're in desperation mode when you're not in desperation mode, when you are simply trying to get a need met, and a basic human need for love is what you're after. And it makes sense. If you're a loving person, if you're a lover and a sweetheart, you've been giving love. You expect it in return, and you have been giving love to people. And so the return on that investment, it makes sense to me that it would come from people. So push back on the desperation piece and consider, maybe I'm trying to get my need, my unmet need for more love. I'm trying to get a need met, the need for more love met in my own life. I'm out. Stay sweet, stay loving. I'll see you next time.